It's about 5 minutes to midnight. Just a massive explosion, much more than a thunderclap or anything from a storm.
We do want to welcome you back into Queen City News now, starting this hour, 8 o'clock. We continue to follow breaking news from earlier this morning.
I'm Ann Wyatt Little alongside Jason Harper. A multi-million-dollar home reduced to rubble in Lake Norman.
Queen City News reporter Savannah Rudisell was the first on the scene around 3 this morning. This is near Barber Loop in Mooresville. And you've had a chance to talk to some of the neighbors. What are you finding out now, Savannah?
Yeah, Jason and Ann Wyatt, as the sun's coming up, we're seeing more people will come out for their usual morning walk. Other people who wouldn't have normally taken a walk certainly came out to see this because they say last night, almost everybody here, at least within a 2 to 3 to 5 block radius, they all heard something last night. This is what shook their walls, their windows, and made them think that it was either thunder or their own house having something happen to it. This house right here on Barber Loop, right by Lake Norman, is now just complete a pile of rubble. All of the white looking things that you're seeing over the debris, that's all insulation from the home. We're really starting to see, again, as the sun's coming up, we're getting more information just with our eyes about what happened exactly. What is looking at here in the biggest part of the rubble, that's what's left of the garage. But as Jason and White said, this was a multi-million-dollar home. This was a massive estate here in Mooresville, and it is just completely to the ground right now. When we got here right around 3 o'clock this morning, we saw crews from people from all across the area. There were Troutman fire officials. There was Mooresville fire and rescue crews really taking the lead on this. They had some help from Iredell County officials too. What we saw them doing was taking that pile of rubble apart just piece by piece, trying to figure out if there was anyone or anything that they could save from the base of it. This morning now we're seeing that there are more ATF officials. SBI is out here investigating too, along with Dominion Energy crews. Those are the three people, and the three groups of people rather, that we really see still out here, still working as hard as they possibly can. Now, neighbors, again, some of them, they woke up just a couple minutes before or after midnight to this loud noise, weren't able to go back to sleep at all. Others did, and then they woke back up here, and just a lot of questions from them as well. Take a listen.
I'm just freaked out. I can't believe that house is devastated. It was a beautiful house, and I'm really hoping no one was in there. That's my fear, is that someone might have been in there.
And that's something that we're working to find out as well. We have reached out to many different officials. Like we said, this was such a massive scene earlier this morning that it's been a little bit unclear as to who exactly is taking the point on this, whether it's officials with the Lake Norman Fire Department, Mooresville Fire and Rescue, anyone in Iredell County. We've reached out to all of them. None of them have been able to give us a straight answer just yet. But as you see, this is still an active scene. So just as soon as officials have word about what they have found here in Lake Norman area, we're going to bring that to you right away. Reporting live in Mooresville, Savannah Rudisell, Queen City News.
All right, thank you, Savannah. We do want to bring in Julian here, who's been digging into the history of that home that was destroyed. Julian, what have you been able to find?
So we know that it was actually first sold back in 2016, and then the recent homeowners purchased it in May of last year. So they've been in the home just over a year. They purchased it for just over $2 million. And to give you an idea of just how big this home is, it was over 6,500 square feet. So you're looking at the damage where the debris is right there. It gives you an idea of just how big that home was. Again, just purchased in May of last year. Now, we also found by combing through the tax records that we found that there is a natural gas heating supply in this home. So that is natural gas flowing into that home right there. We don't want to speculate too much there, but if that was what caused the explosion, it does bring back memories of something that happened in the area back in 2019 in Ballantyne, and that was when there was a natural gas leak. Two homeowners came home. This is actually from the neighboring home. You can see the explosion. That was all caused by a natural gas leak there. One person died in that explosion right there, and the other person was severely injured. So we know that that happened in Ballantyne. Again, it's too early to say what happened there. As you heard Savannah Rudisell say, investigators have kind of calmed down what they're doing there, but it's going to take probably a week at least to determine what happened there in Mooresville, and then probably months to determine exactly what the cause of that was, if they can actually narrow that down. But it does seem similar to what we saw in Ballantyne a couple
And
years
we
ago.
did see some of those utility crews digging in the front of the yard, so they are certainly trying to figure out exactly what happened overnight that caused that huge explosion.
Yeah, and we still don't know if anyone was there in the home when this happened. We're hoping that that no one was, but we're still waiting to find that out, and we'll probably know sometime this morning.